sci-fi, horror, fantasy, absurdism in the extreme. It's all available here in the Tales from the Omni Vault book series. Check the description for Amazon links so you can get your copies and start reading today. Thank you all, and now, on to the video. Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Omni Viewer, and I need to make this addendum to the previous video because I did make a mistake and I missed something. So, just to make sure everybody's caught up, I reported yesterday that Godzilla -1 is finally getting a physical release here in the United States. Specifically as a Godzilla Store exclusive release of what's being called the Japan Collector's Edition, which is basically the 4-disc version they released over in Japan a few months ago, available now over here. It's going up for pre-order, it's going to ship sometime in September, we don't exactly know the day, and that was a really big deal. I wanted to get it out there as quickly as possible. I guess that's what led me to miss something, because I initially stated that it was going to include the English dub. That was my mistake. It's got the English subtitles, but the dub that's been included on all the different streaming options is not going to be part of this release. However, even the subtitles have something a bit weird to them, because it turns out the 4th disc does not have subtitles. And that's where all the special features are located. Now that just strikes me as kind of weird, because, you know, wanting to understand what's in the movie, sure, but like, this is a collector's edition. Part of the whole reason behind collector's editions is for the behind the scenes, the special features and everything. And those are the things you didn't subtitle? What, did the team you hired just do the first 3 discs, then go out for a pack of cigarettes and never came home? What's going on here? I just consider it a bit of common courtesy that if you're going to make the thing everybody wants available to them, you should kind of tailor it so that they can actually enjoy it. And I'm not just spouting this stuff, mind you. I've been in communication with a couple of people who are from Japan over the last couple of years, and when I've been communicating with them through text specifically, knowing that they are Japanese speakers and knowing that I can be fairly wordy, especially when I'm writing, what I do when I'm communicating with them is I write out what I want to say to them, and then I will run that through Google Translate to get it into Japanese text, and I'll send both of those to them. I just consider it polite. I consider it a way for them to have it be a little easier to understand what I'm saying, and yes, it has been appreciated when I've done that. So why Toho didn't include these subtitles is just weird to me. And now I'm wondering if it's even worth getting this particular edition. Like, I do want to believe that there's going to be another release. Because, you know, first of all, Toho went through all the trouble of greenlighting and approving and synchronizing and everything an English dub, which, as I mentioned, is not on this release, unlike what I said in the last video, and I apologize for that error. So, to go through all of that trouble and not include it makes me think that there must be another version on the way. Other things that make me wonder if there's another version on the way would be stuff like how this is specifically called the Japan Collector's Release, which seems like a very specific name you would use. Combine that with how Toho must be looking at the fact that the physical release of Godzilla Kong the New Empire sold like hotcakes, not to mention most of -1's impressive box office was gathered here in the United States, and there's going to be a widespread demand, and not everybody who necessarily knows about this movie and wants to own a copy of it is going to go to the Godzilla store to get it. You would think that they should really be planning a less expensive, possibly more bare bones, but ultimately mass-produced version for everyone to get. At this point, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is just the exclusive for the super duper hardcore people who didn't want to import the original release and that they're planning something else further down the line, or if this really is going to be the one shot. I wish I did know, but I don't. I do think the anomalies with this might point to the possibility of it, but I can't report anything like that for certain. I mostly just made this video to let you know about that one oversight and that one error that I made, and I didn't want that hanging over my head. So now you've got the actual accurate information, and you may do with it whatever you choose. Until such time as we meet again, this is the Omni Viewer signing off.